Why humans are called the final option in galactic wars. Across the galaxy, some words are never spoken lightly. Some names are so heavy that even hardened generals hesitate before saying them, and some phrases are so drenched in history and blood that they silence entire rooms. The final option. It is not a weapon. It is not a strategy. It is not a fleet, nor a device hidden in the vaults of some forgotten empire. It is a species. A people. A force of nature. It is humanity. Ask a Zeeth tactician about them, and his mandibles will click with unease. Ask a Kaliri matron, and she will lower her eyes as though warding off a curse. Even the cold-blooded SYRH, who pride themselves on their logic, grow quiet when the term is spoken. Because they know. They all know. Once humans are called upon in a galactic war, the shape of the conflict changes. It is no longer about territory. It is no longer about treaties, or resources, or political leverage. When humans step in, wars stop being contests of willpower. They become battles of survival. They become endings. It wasn't always like this. In the earliest days of interstellar contact, humanity was considered unremarkable. Fragile, even. Their homeworld was judged as average, a modest-sized blue sphere orbiting an ordinary star, tucked away on the edge of a spiral arm. Their technology was primitive compared to that of the great civilizations. Their bodies were soft, their lifespans short. At first, they were dismissed as inconsequential. Another mammalian species, the records noted. Emotional. Impulsive. Limited. But history has a cruel way of mocking those who underestimate. For in the decades that followed their arrival on the galactic stage, one fact became impossible to deny: humans survived what others could not. The stories began quietly. A human crew stranded on a frozen moon where temperatures plunged far below survivability. They lasted weeks longer than any projection had estimated, clinging to life through sheer willpower, cannibalizing their own ship, and inventing crude shelters from wreckage. Another incident: a research station was invaded by pirates. The human scientists, untrained in combat, fought back with improvised weapons, their stubborn resistance forcing the attackers to retreat. Each tale spread like fire among the stars. Other species listened with a mix of fascination and horror. What kind of beings endured frostbite, starvation, and despair, and still rose to fight? What kind of species turned broken metal into weapons, fear into rage, and hopelessness into determination? And slowly, a reputation formed. But the moment the galaxy truly learned fear was during the First Galactic War of the Union.